Welcome to my channel Pocket Full of Question. Today's question is how water cycle works. Come, let's find the answer. In this video we will learn about the water cycle, phases of water cycle and importance of water cycle. The water cycle shows the continuous movement of water within the earth and atmosphere. Simply, the nature's way to provide us with fresh water. As we all know that salty water present in seas and oceans cannot be used for drinking, washing and cleaning. So water cycle is the way that nature provides us with the fresh water. Water cycle is a complex system that includes many different processes. Liquid water evaporates into water vapor, condenses to form clouds, and precipitates back to the earth in the form of rain and snow. Look at this diagram. When the seawater it is converted into water vapors, it is called evaporation. Now conversion of these water vapors into the clouds is called condensation. Then conversion of the clouds into rain and snow is called precipitation. So that is how this water comes back on the land. Water in different phases moves through the atmosphere. This is called transportation. In other words, look at the diagram: evaporation, condensation and precipitation. This part of water cycle is called transportation. Now liquid water flows across the land. This is called runoff. And it is absorbed by the ground. This is called infiltration and percolation. So the rain that comes on the ground, it is either absorbed by the ground and contained by the soil to keep the soil moist. This is called infiltration. Or if it moves further down into the rocky earth and joins the underground water reserves, this is called percolation. So what is infiltration? The water that is contained by the soil, it is called infiltration, while if the water moves further down and joins the underground water reserves, this is called percolation. Another way of runoff is the snow on the mountains or the glaciers. When they melt, they form lakes, streams and waterfalls that eventually join the rivers, and rivers flow towards seas and oceans. Okay, so another thing is groundwater. As I already told you, the water reserves that are underground are called groundwater. All of the water, either by infiltration or percolation, it is eventually absorbed by the plants and they use it for their daily uses. They produce their own food, and finally, most of the water it evaporates from the plants into the atmosphere. This is called transpiration. So the groundwater that moves into the plants through the roots, that is called plant uptake, and the water that evaporates from the plants into the atmosphere, it is called transpiration. So not only evaporation through the seas, but transpiration also is a process that provides water vapors into the atmosphere. Now we can label this diagram to practice that how much do we know about the water cycle. First of all, evaporation takes place. And what is this? This is something coming out of the plants. So it's obviously the process of transpiration. Then condensation takes place and clouds are formed. Then precipitation, the water that comes back to the land. Then runoff is the water that is running on the ground. This is runoff. Either it's in the rivers or on the ground. Then after runoff, infiltration and percolation takes place, and altogether these both are called collection. The water that is collected, here you can see, and eventually it joins the underground water reserves. And again, evaporation and transpiration happens, and condensation, precipitation, runoff, infiltration, percolation and collection. So this water cycle keeps on working and keeps on providing us with fresh water. Now, importance of water cycle. We all know water is very important for us. We use it for drinking, cleaning, washing. It is used in industries for washing and cleaning as well. It is used for irrigation. It is used in agriculture. Hydropower is a kind of electricity that is produced in the dam with the help of water power. waste disposal and recreation. Obviously, waterways are the best way to go and have fun and good time. Water supplies are being depleted because of population growth, pollution, and development. We all know that when we have to make new housing societies and when waterways are polluted, that is how water supplies are being depleted. Water influences the intensity of climate variability and change. It is key part of extreme events such as drought and floods. If there is no rain for a long period of time, land becomes dry. So the importance of water is over here. And if it rains too much, it causes floods, and that is destructive as well. That's all from today's lesson. Thanks for watching.